Hello and welcome to the new episode of Strawberry Patches podcast. Today's program is going to be about knitting, spinning, dyeing yarn, coloring it into beautiful colors, life in New Zealand with two young kids, and some other things. So if you're curious to hear all about it, grab yourself something to drink and to work on and join me, because it's been a very long time since I have recorded anything, and I have a lot to show you and share with you and ask you questions, and I want to announce a surprise. I'm not telling you, you'll have to watch to know what it is. So hope you like to see the scenes of nature and talk about fiber crafts. I'm going to show you all of that today. Hello again and welcome. I'm at home now. I was on a wonderful walk in the morning today. It was sunny, it was gorgeous, and now it's raining. It's still gorgeous because, I mean, who can complain when you have a view like this? It's beautiful in any weather, seriously. When I wake up in the morning or before we go to bed and the lights are dimming, I just love looking out the window and enjoying these greens. And I'm just feeling very, very grateful that I live in a country as beautiful as this, and we're lucky to be renting a house like this. But you're not here to hear me admiring the weather, are you? Anyways, as you can see, there are lots of things that I've been making, and I want to share it all with you guys. It was a bit hectic this last month, but I did a lot of dyeing. It's just the dyeing that I cannot show you because it's for the yarn advents that I'm going to be shipping next month. Thankfully, it's all dyed now, so all I have to do is take beautiful pictures and sprinkle with some magical notions and things. And I cannot wait to open my advent because I kept one for me. And I'll be opening it together with you guys. So if you want to stick around and see the unboxing of the first ever Strawberry Patches Yarn Advent, do subscribe and follow me on Instagram as well. My name is Marina. I'm, On Ravelry, I'm MarinaToys because I used to make toys. On Instagram, I'm Marina Hoka or Hoja, H-O-C-A, as well as Strawberry Patches. I think Strawberry Patches is the easiest place to find me. And that's where I will be revealing all of those. It's so sad I cannot show them to you right now because I've been working so hard on them and I've been hand winding all the minis. And it's been quite an adventure. Yarn adventure, which I hope you will share with me. Okay, so what's in the program today? I have some finished works that I want to share with you, something that I've been working on and showed you as a work in progress last time that is finished. I have quite a few socks that I've done because mostly they were from sock tubes. And I have some sewing, just a little bit, and of course gnomes. Then I will of course share with you my mystery knit along hosted by Stephen West, the Musikal 2025. I'm working on that as well, and there is a mystery gnome as well by Sarah Shearer. So of course I do not stop being a Haunui-holic. So if you're new here, you don't know what is Haunui, I will tell you all about it. And if you have been here for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I have a few braids that I want to highlight in this episode. So how have you been, guys? It's been so long. I love reading your comments and hearing the projects that you're working on and just learning from where you guys are from. And I love it. I love getting in touch with you all. So if you wouldn't mind dropping me a comment, just saying, hey Marina, I'm working on this and that, I would appreciate that. And I would definitely reply. And I have some questions for you. So hopefully in the acquisitions part, I have some questions that you might be able to help me with. Hopefully. Okay, so let's start at the place where I usually start, the last podcast was so much fun because I filmed it together with Kylie and Gill from a Cup of Tea and Yarn podcast. And if you haven't watched us giggle at the St. Francis Knitting Retreat, go watch that because it was a lot of fun. And it was fun to see different things that we've been working on. So, yeah, that's where I saw you last. But since then, I have finished my Earth Shades cowl by Alana Pink, the gorgeous, beautiful human being behind the Black Cat Knitting Company and the Lupine, the wool shop. And ta-da! Here it is. In all its glory. I blocked it. Well, I just soaked it and let it dry. I didn't pin the edges, but I think they look so beautiful. And since it's a reversible cowl, I definitely will make one more. It's so worth trying this because this is knitted in brioche. And I knew how to do brioche, but I just forgot. But what I learned here is that picot brioche border. Brioche picot border? Well, you get the idea. Just look how pretty it is. Isn't it super pretty? I love that. I made a little mistake. I missed an increase here, but I have no idea how to undo brioche without messing the whole thing up, so I left it like that. And it's so squishy. And the best part is that it's reversible and I can totally see myself making more of these for my family, for my friends. So yes, it won't be the last one. Earth Shades cowl by beautiful Alana. Another thing that I have made a ton of, I will be making a ton of this cowl, but this is, I think, my fifth or sixth one. Only this is a different yarn weight. This one is Entrechat by Lisa Chemery, and it's in DK weight. My daughter's going to her birthday soon. Her friend is turning 5, and she's quite a petite little girl, and I knitted a size smaller than 5, but I think it will be just fine. I probably could have gone in a bigger size, but if it doesn't fit her, I can make her another one. I just need to choose the perfect button, maybe something sparkly, since the girls love all the sparkles. But this literally took me like 2 days to knit. I could have done it in 1 day if I was really focusing, but gorgeous pattern. Entrechat, DK weight. The previous ones I did were in fingering weight, but I wanted this one to see how it knits up. And it's so fast. Totally recommend. If you have little girls in your life, do make one for them. And I just realized that I have shown this hat to you last time, but I just wanted to show it again because I love it so much. This is the Rainbow Trout by Kelly Van Niekerk and Pekka Pekka Designs. I loved knitting with this yarn. This is my speckly yarn. The last one is gone from the shop probably after I showed it on the podcast. But this kind of crazy variegated yarns look so gorgeous in this pattern. Now on to some sock knitting. These two were the sock tubes that lovely Kylie from A Cup of Tea and a Yarn podcast has done for me. I gave her 50-gram balls of this yarn that I carry in the shop. I dyed this one Starburst, and this one is Fresh Frosty Air. So she did a sock tube for me, which was like a long one, and I turned it into socks just to prove that there is a pair. Here we are. I just thought it would be faster if I show them like this. So Kylie's also recently started her The Sock Engineer business, where she has a fun sock machine, and she cranks up those sock tubes real fast for you guys. And now she started this little side business, and she's doing very well. A lot of people are getting them, and she's also had a class at the retreat to teach how to turn a sock tube into socks, which is so quick. And she's also going to be teaching in Lupine this month. So if it's still October when you're watching, check them out. Sock tubes are the next level of making socks. So much fun. And let's see if it's yeah. I also finished a pair of socks that I have shown ages ago. And this is a self-striping yarn from wonderful Narrative Yarns, Sarah. And I got it from Christchurch last year. I think it was not, or did I order it? I think I ordered it, I might have. Anyways, I finally finished them. What I had to do was do the heels. And it's done. So I did show them before. This is just a 12mm needle. I always do 2mm needles for my socks and 60 stitches. And then how I knit this, I actually used the Crazy Sock Lady Afterthought Heel tutorial. And I really like it because it fits really nice around my foot. So if you have some self-striping yarn and you don't want the, I've worn this so you can see. And if you don't want the stripes to be interrupted and you just want to do an afterthought heel and do like I did, do a sock tube, that's the way to look. The Crazy Sock Lady has really cool ideas about socks. Now, the last finished object I have is the gnome. I can't even remember the name of the pattern because I've done so many, and I think it was Choose Your Gnome Adventure, where she has like 3 different beards, 2 different arms, many variations of the hats. And in September it was a mod along, so you could make a gnome and modify something. So what I did here, I modified this part. I kept knitting until I had, I don't know, 3-4 stitches, and then I did a little bit of an I-cord that I thought I would tie up in a knot, but I actually like how it's hanging. It's sort of like a pear. And then this was the colorway of the September Year of Gnomes minis that I have in the shop. So thank you so much. A lot of you have joined me in October and September to make gnomes. I had a lot of fun dyeing those colors for you. And in a minute, I'm going to show you the colors for October and my mystery gnome. So this was the September one. I really wanted to do something very quick, so I chose this one because I've done maybe 2 more from this pattern. And I drew a couple of sketches to see the way the colors can be distributed. But I would really love to see if you have purchased my mini set and you have made something with it, whether it's gnomes or not. I'd love if you sent it to me or showed it to me in any way, tagged me somewhere or posted it on Ravelry. That'd be awesome. That's my gnome for September. Another not knitting related finished object that I have done is this project bag. I've sewn a project bag, and this time I did it totally on my own. I mean, before I asked for a lot of help from my sewing buddies here at the community center, but this time I managed to do it. It was just a 10 by 12 inch fabric, and I think I did cut the corners, or the 1.5 inch corners for this part, and I eyeballed this, and it's a reversible one. First of all, just let's admire the fabric. It's very Halloweeny, and this bag was meant to be used during Socktober, and it is. And inside, ta-da, it has color-wise matching fabric, but with cats. So when Socktober is over and we're all fed up with Halloween, it's gonna be Cattober. Or Catsember. I don't know. So this is my double-sided bag, which I think looks super cute either way. I did some invisible stitching by hand here, and I'm very pleased with how this bag turned out, because I used flannel lining for this one, so it's quite like, it's sort of like a bucket. It stands on its own, and that's what I wanted. Inside here, I have just the beginnings of a sock, and this was my colorway Salty but Fabulous from one of my clubs, the Mermaid's Treasure Club, and I've started knitting the first sock. I've started 2 socks, so they're both in the very, very beginning stages. And it's always amazes me how the amount of stitches that you cast on changes the way the socks look, because I'm sure if I was knitting these socks like by hand and not given them to Kylie to sock tube them, they would have looked very different. So I am kind of tempted to give the same yarn to Kylie and ask her to make a sock tube for me, because as you can see, there is a lot of pooling here. Like all the purples are here, all the yellows are here, but I want it to be a micro stripe. So now I'm contemplating whether I do like a decrease a couple of stitches here, because they're a bit big for me anyway. I have like small feet, or I just continue as I go, and then I just ask Kylie to make a sock tube from the other pair. That would be fun to see the difference, right? So since we're on the works in progress, there's another sock for my Socktober, which lives in this gorgeous another Halloweeny hat by my wonderful, wonderful friend Doug, who has a podcast, The Owl Studio Bus. She is in the beautiful desert in New Mexico. I think she kept saying, it's Albuquerque, I know that much. And she's an indie dyer as well, and she's just a lovely human being. She's a spinner, and I did buy some fibre and yarn from her and this bag. And inside is my second sock, and this time this is self-striping yarn that I got as a present from my sister. This is Nomadic Yarns, which is a Canadian dyer. She does amazing socks, self-striping sock yarn. And this one is very funnily called the Living Dead Girl. Hold on, let's not. Living Dead Girl, that's what it is. This is her label. And this is 85% superwash blueface Leicester wool and 15% Donegal nep. And I'm really curious to see how these socks without nylon are gonna hold up, because I'm not used to making socks without nylon. But just look at these gorgeous colors. I mean, seriously, the lady who is behind the Nomadic Yarns, her colors are amazing. And for the heel, I decided to do kind of a slip stitch, I don't know what it's called, a slip stitch heel here, which I'm almost done with. And then I really wanted this a longer sock so that I can see all the beautiful colors. So that's what is happening here. First sock. And it's already middle of October, Socktober. Guess why? Guess why I haven't been making socks like crazy? Like last year, I think I did 5 pairs. Well, you might not know, but I can be quite obsessive about mystery make-alongs and any kind of knit-alongs. And this year, I just couldn't resist. So last year, Stephen West mystery shawl was so amazing that I felt a big FOMO, fear of missing out, when it's finished. And this year I thought, you know what, I'm gonna start and see how it goes. And if I can't finish it, that's fine, because one of the shawls that I did, I think in 2022, I still haven't finished the twists and turns, and I feel sad and I want to finish it, but I don't know when. Anyways, this year I am participating. So If you haven't finished clue 2, this is where I'm at. If you don't want to look away. But I'm going to be talking about it and showing it now. I am using, first of all, let's talk about yarn. I'm using some of my hand-dyed and some that is gifted and purchased. So there is some lovely, lovely sort of very navy and denim blue by Prosper Yarn. And then there is this white with some pink and black speckles by Eden Cottage Yarns, which I got at the D-Stash. And also I have 2 lovely skeins that I dyed. This one I dyed specifically for this project because I wasn't happy with all the other colors that I was popping in, so I dyed that. And this one I had in my stash for a long time. When I dyed it, I thought it was so gorgeous that I just decided to keep it for myself. First of all, it's sparkly. Second of all, it's this gorgeous pale blue with purple sort of speckles, but more like, not flecks, but they're more like just little accents of pink and purple. And oh my God, I love how it's knitting up. So for those of you who don't know, for Stephen West, every October releases upon us this adventure where he challenges us to try different techniques and stretch our skills. And this shawl exactly was that. So here I have done welts before, thanks to him and his other shawl from which year? A year ago. A shallography had some welts, I think. Anyways, here are my colors, and here it is in all its glory. This is such a fun construction. So some of his shawls are quite, predictable. You start at the very nape of the shawl, and then you grow bigger, and then there's all kinds of scallops and brioche and waves and things like that happening. But over here it was very different. We did these gorgeous, he calls them scallops, which have some brioche, some eyelets, and some welts. And the not so fun part is that you connect them to each other. You don't start here and knit like this. You do 1, 2, 3, and then you do a 4 and the 5 and the 6. And this was only clue 1. By clue 1, I was like, oh my God, this tempo is killing me. It's a bit too stressful. I was trying to do it all in 1 week, which I managed, but I was a bit stressed. But thankfully, last week he gave us clue 2, was quite peaceful, and there's a lot of garter stitch here. But it's not just garter stitch. There are some eyelets, there are some short rows, and as you can see here, this edge is quite bunched up, and this one is quite relaxed. And I just wonder, how is this shawl gonna go? Is it going like this? By the way, let's just look at the other side, because I think these look so much more beautiful on this side. However, if you stretch these, they will look beautiful as well. So brioche, I love brioche. I will do more brioche in the future for sure. So yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? But I love it. I love that I have decided to jump into this adventure, and I'm loving every part of it. So that's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Another mystery, and we're done with mysteries. November Gnome by Sarah Shira. She's the wonderful designer of all these gnomes that I've been making. Her handle is The Imagined Landscapes, and she's decided to spoil us this time and give us 2 mystery gnomes. One is Gnumpkin, another one is Gnettel. She does that. They always have a silent G in the beginning of the word and the name. And I had these colors, which were the Year of Gnomes, no, not of November, October colorway. And since I knew the theme was pumpkin, I did them in these gorgeous little colors. The pumpkin, the leaf of the pumpkin, the flesh of the pumpkin, and the stem. So I thought, even if you don't want to do the pumpkin Gnumpkin, you can still do some funky little color work, some mitts, some socks, something with color work, because all of these colors play so beautifully together in any way you want, in any order you want. So, since I finished this lovely shawl a little bit earlier than the clue dropped, I have finally cast on the first and second clues. This was the first. Just look at that. I think he might try them on. Of course, they are feet, although she says mystery piece number 1 and 2. Well, we all know they are feet because of the shape of the... Oh, just look at it. The only thing I modified here, first of all, I have 4 colors and I wanted to use all of the colors. And in her pattern, there are only 3. I think I did something with colors. These are not the colors that she calls for. She's naming them 1, 2, 3. 1 is the pumpkin color and the 3 is the beard color. So my pumpkin color is this, the beard is this, but this is not my main color. My main will be brown. Anyways, and over here she has a contrast kind of sole of the little foot, which I didn't want to add another color and sew up a million ends. I just left it orange. Where's the other one? So here we are. And also I've started, it was late, I started to make mistakes, so I stopped at this point. I started the very top, which I think it's not a secret, is going to be the hat, which will look like a pumpkin, I'd imagine. So it looks, there's a very clever tutorial for the slip knot cast on. And then there is it. That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get at the moment. But by the next video that I film, you will see that it's going to be a pumpkin-y hat, I imagine. The way we did with the Professor Fun Guy, I mean, we knew it was a mushroom-themed one. So, yeah, it had a mushroom hat, which was gorgeous. So, these are all my works in progress and finished objects. Shall we move on to, what shall we move on to? Oh yeah, shall we do the stash acquisition? Yeah, so I told you the previous episode, not the one with Kylie and Gill, but the one before that, I got an embarrassing amount of new acquisitions from Julie, and I asked you if you would like to see it. And one of you lovely viewers said, yes, please. So here we are. Let's look at some stash acquisitions that I got and I promised to show you last time. I was at the D-Stash quite a while ago now, and Julie, who is famous for her massive extensive stash, was having a little bit of a sale. And when I saw these, I just couldn't resist. Because first of all, I've never knitted with La Bien-Aimée. And secondly, these colors are just so beautiful. I love the teal, the pinks, and the name was so funny. It is called There Goes My Yarn Diet. And I thought it was just so funny. And since there were 2 of the same, this is the mohair silk, but it's the same There Goes My Yarn Diet. Since there were 2 of each, I thought maybe I could do like a ranunculus or something with them. I thought that would be fun. Or I can do an Elton or something. I've opened up one skein just to see how it is dyed. When you become a yarn dyer, you kind of want to open the skein to see how it was dyed. Then this beautiful one I noticed as well, and I just loved how subtle were these speckles. And this is the singles. Merino singles with 366 meters, color Andromeda. I didn't even look at the name before, but I thought it was very pretty, and I think it would make a very, very lovely one skein shawl. Also, sometimes I look at other yarns for inspiration. Then I also saw these hedgehog fibers, which I haven't knitted with before, and they're normally very expensive for us. I mean, even if you get them from where they're sold, I guess they are not cheap. But Julie was having them for just $20 each, and I couldn't resist. And they are, again, to merino singles, and I think it's the same base, I would say, because they look quite similar with La Bien-Aimée. It's a single ply merino, which means they would be great in and again in a shawl or something like that. This one is bramble and this one is iris. The next thing, I really was into this really light and speckled yarns, and this one is Lizzie Ann Yarns Oyster. I love the name as well, and this one is a sock, so I can imagine myself making a very, very cute little, very romantic pair of socks with this one. Look at those speckles here. This also gives me an idea of maybe something that I could dye and make like a sock set. Like I could see this is a teal color, the green teal. This is some sort of reddish pink, and then there is yellow. So with a contrasting teal or red or yellow mini, that would look amazing. Then I saw this one and I couldn't go past it because I've never knitted with Paula's yarn before, but I really loved her bird collection when I saw it on the media, and I just think she nailed this. The bird, so it's the Birds of the World Mystery Yarn Club and the March colorway, and the bird was Kia. And I think I know what this where this base is from, and I love it. It should be great. If you see the bird, you will see that these colors are just perfect, and I am really curious to see how it's gonna knit up in a sock. Then I saw a really, really cheap opal sparkly sock, which I haven't knitted with a sparkly sock opal yet. I think this is gonna be fun. My daughter, when she saw it, she's like, "Ooh, this is for me." Then I also grabbed these, what are they? Mount Holyoke, I think they were cashmere, yeah, 100% cashmere, very thick yarn. So that's that. And I have no plan for it, but I was thinking maybe like a little vest could be with some stripes and this lovely, look at those lovely tweedy things here. I just love these colors, and I'm sure it's gonna be super, super soft. So I got those, just $5 each, as well as these guys. I think they were something like that, and they are something tweed, wool, silk, and cashmere. Only 5% cashmere and 10% silk, but I loved, as you can see, I was into those light colors with lots of tweed effect. Hope you can see that. And I got 6 of these. I need ideas for this, guys. I need ideas what I can make with it, because it's 95 meters, which means that would be 190 meters per 100 gram. And I have 100 grams of these guys. And I got this lovely gradient, which I think would be absolutely stunning for a mussel burr hat. Not mussel burr hat, sorry. Could be for a mussel burr hat as well, but also for the any gradient. Again, there's cashmere and nylon in it. Of course, I wouldn't use it for socks. This is never enough knitting. I love those colorways, they're so funny. And right, this is light what? Light DK? How many meters are here? Can't really tell. Oh, okay, 250 yards. So it's a DK weight, yeah. Double knitting. Need ideas for this one as well. And then Kylie had this interesting skein which looked like a self-striping, so I did wind it up like this to see if it was a self-striping, and it looks to me like it is, although she wasn't sure the content and everything. To me, this yarn seems like it has nylon in it, so probably I will make some socks with it. And I think, yeah, it could be 100 gram or a little bit less. So that's all I got, a little bit too much, plus one color that's in the Stephen West shawl. Please give me ideas for this and this and this. And maybe you have ideas for this, guys, for the single merino skeins. That'd be awesome. As you can see, it's all gorgeous yarn, and I just couldn't, you know, I just wanted to help Julie out and clear her space. Yeah, right. Oh, I have plans for almost all of this yarn, but as you saw, I need some help. Now, I have been dyeing lots of fiber and yarn this last month and a half, and I've done a little bit of shop update on How Nui, which you would see on my Instagram mainly, but also here are some beautiful pictures of all the gorgeous fiber that I have dyed. And I wanted to just briefly mention a number of them. Right, before we do that, I am a How Nui-holic, which I confess every time I talk to you guys. I confess about it because How Nui is this gorgeous fiber which is famous for its softness, staple length, and such a nice handle. When you spin it, it spins like a dream. It's like, it's gorgeous, it's wonderful, and I will not get tired of advertising it, of saying that I love it so much, ever. So, in the Fibre Club, which is New Zealand Nature Fibre Club this month, again, I had the How Nui base, but this time it was a dark storm base. It's like this dark gray base with beautiful 26 micron, and I dyed it in these colors, but look at this. It's so different when it's on a darker base. I think it turned out really, really super pretty. Hello everybody, and today I'm going to show you the October's New Zealand Nature Fibre Club. It was inspired by the bush, and I dyed this gorgeous colorway on the Storm How Nui, which has 26 micron, and it's very soft, and because it was a dark gray base, look how amazing the colors look. I've included some treats and some very handy mini crochet hooks. I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time. And the extra braid that I had, it flew off my shop because one of the subscribers wanted a second braid, which is awesome. Thank you, Nola. So I wanted to see how those same colors would look on a lighter base, and this is the 22 micron How Nui in the light oatmeal base, and I think it still looks very, very, very pretty, although it's quite bright. But that's the beauty of it. The dark base muted all these colors, and they were just irresistible. It's called Kakariki Glow. Kakariki is this New Zealand native bird, which has some green accents, and I think it's a good name for it. Some more How Nui that I dyed. Well, actually, look at this. This is, as you can see, sort of the same color, but on a dark base. It looks so different. I call this one Emerald Cove, and I love it. I think it's gonna, oh, now that I see it, if I went to a yarn festival and I saw it, I would buy it. Seriously, these are all my favorite colors. And I think when you spin, like if you do 2-ply spin or even a 3-ply, this sort of lime, when it's going to overlap with the purple or the blue or the teal, it's gonna look so, okay, I'm gonna keep this one, guys, I think. Should I? I just see how beautiful it's gonna look when you spin it. So there are 2 in the shop at the moment. Hurry before I keep it, because it's one of my best colorways. I mean, I know you all love my browns and oranges and reds, but I am cool girl. I like cool colors. Yeah, for all of you orange people, Alana and Dev and others, Anna, I have this one, which is the Flame. Again, this is a 22 micron. As you can see here, this is the undyed part, so you can see how light it is. And it has the orange and the blue, and I think it's exactly what it is. It's flame colors. It's gorgeous. And the last one I want to show you, but not the last one that I have a big box of gorgeous fiber for you guys. This one is Rainbow Kiwi, and I have a funny story about this one. When I dyed quite a lot, I think I got like 15 new colorways on Hawanui base, on Hawanui wool, and I ran out of names. So I asked my almost 7-year-old Lydia to help me name this one, because it had all these gorgeous colors. It's the peacock blue and the pink and the yellow, and the base is 3-colored Hawanui wool, 20 to 23 micron. So I didn't have a name for it, and then she's like, Rainbow Kiwi. There you go. Apparently they're reading a book about a rainbow kiwi or something. So this is what it's called, a Rainbow Kiwi. This is gorgeous. I've spun this blend. Oh, the yarn just blooms once you've spun it and you've soaked it, and then it's dried. It's so bouncy. It's so delicious. I cannot tell you. Just please buy this and spin it and you will know. Seriously. It's that good. Like 100%. You will love it. And if you don't, I will. I definitely will. Anyways, this and more Hawanui and other New Zealand fiber are in the shop. The shop is strawberrypatches.nz, and you can go and browse and find, I think there's stuff for everyone. I have some single colored sock yarns, I have some zebra striped and this and that, and different bases from New Zealand, from abroad, stellina, silk, yak, mohair, rovings. I have Corriedale merino silk and sock blend, which has Corriedale and nylon, which you can use for spinning yarn for socks. It's also fun to spin. I have all of that. Oh, another thing that's in the shop that I forgot to tell you that is special for this month is these cute little needle stoppers. I have these little guys plus another pair of ghosty ones, and I also have some ghost pins that are perfect for this month. These guys, I love them because, first of all, when you are making something like this, like a shawl that is very slippery, and I'm using metal needles, so it's very easy to lose all your stitches if your needle comes off. These guys are like little guardians. They guard your stitches and they won't let them run away. And plus, they're so cute. My daughters, when they see them, they're like, oh, mommy, they're so cute. And I said, yeah, I know. I'm so glad I have girls who will get it. I just need to wait a little bit and convert them into knitters or crocheters, and then we're going to be sitting there, enjoying our little notions, sewing bags, knitting and crocheting, and that's just going to be dream come true. Although right now I am living the dream. Seriously, I hope that your life is as well filled with little things that you are grateful for. Yes. What else is there that I haven't talked about? Oh, I have something here that I want to show you. At the Knit and Retreat, I think the idea was born during our recording, I think. So we wanted to get the same yarn and create 3 different things, which will be a secret from each other. And Kylie and Gill wanted to do it together. So anyways, Kylie had this idea that we would all get this yarn, which is called Stellar Mist. And this is this stellina base with lots of black speckles and neon yellow and some blue. And I think I might do some brioche with it. I'm not telling you what. And since they might be watching, I'm not telling you guys either. But we have agreed on a 6-month kind of time frame for us to finish that project, and then we will share them. Isn't that going to be fun to see same yarn in 3 different projects? Okay, that's the thing that's coming. That's my, at the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about it. What am I going to do? What am I going to make with it? It could be anything. You could totally make socks. You could make a hat. You could put it into a sweater, like a fade, or maybe some color work or something like that. So many possibilities. Or it could be that. Yeah. Anything can happen. Watch this space. And to finish this whole thing off, I wanted to show you the club reveals from the part that you haven't seen. I cannot remember now if you have seen the September ones, but I will show you the October ones. And I cannot wait to hear what you think about them. Welcome to the September Mermaid's Treasure Yarn Club. This month we have this gorgeous New Zealand sock yarn with neon yellow, lilac and turquoise. And I'm just obsessed with this color. And the treats are this cute little progress marker so that you know how much progress you've made. And of course, some knitting stickers for your journal. I hope you like this month, and I'll see you next month. Hello friends, here I'm finally going to reveal the October Mermaid's Treasure Yarn Club. Ta-da! As you can see, the colors this month are quite in the theme of the deep purples and the teals and the speckled gold. And this colorway is called Treasure or Trident. I've included this golden mini for you to decorate your cuffs or socks any way you want. And there's a little pin that may decorate your bag or your knitwear. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next month. Welcome to the first ever New Zealand Nature Fibre Club. It's the September 2025 colorway. Let's take a look. What is this? This gorgeous fibre was inspired by the lupins that you see here, and it's dyed on the gorgeous New Zealand Haunui base in this lovely fuchsia, yellow and purple colors. I always eat these ones, so I thought they would be very appropriate. And there are little birds inside. And there is a New Zealand painted card that you can send to your friends. So I hope you enjoyed this month's fiber, and see you next month. Welcome gnome lovers to the September mini skein set. Ta-da! This month I have some fun things for you, like this fun little pin for your project bag. And look at these gorgeous colors. Oh my god, look at them. They are saffron, royal blue, some gray, and some fun aqua. I hope you will have fun making your gnome this month. See you next month. Welcome to the October Year of Gnomes mini set. Look at these vibrant colors. There's this pumpkin orange, and for the flesh of the pumpkin we have this really lovely green and variegated, yellow and variegated green for the leaves. And of course there had to be some brown for the accent. And I don't know if you were a fan of Halloween. I am. So here we are. We have some Halloween stitch markers and some gnome stickers. If you are making the pumpkin mystery gnome with me, that's exciting. Let me know which one you're making, the witchy one or the pumpkin one.
see you next month.
Aren't they absolutely fun? I always have a lot of fun, although it's a little bit stressful in the beginning to make them, but later I have fun because I like to put things together. Like if I dye the Mermaid's Treasure Club skein, then I'm thinking, ooh, what would be a nice contrast color with it? Ooh, and what could be this month's notions to go with it? And picking up the name for it is always fun as well. And for the gnome, the Year of Gnomes mini set, I'm thinking again, oh, okay, what season are we in? Are we doing pumpkins or are we more into spring? Because in New Zealand it is spring, gorgeous spring, by the way. So I think I have already dyed the November Year of Gnomes skeins, and they're over there where I have to wind them by hand. So right now I have 3 colors that I'm certain, and one other color which was the first one, but now I'm not sure it matches all the other 3. So I think I will do a brighter pop of color into that mix. And then I will start thinking about the Fibre Club and the Mermaid's Treasure Club. And then it just goes on and on and on, and I cannot wait to share with you. Oh, I've completely forgotten to tell you all about the pink sale that is happening until the end of November. The 31st of November is the last day, and this sale is aimed to raise funds for the Breast Cancer Foundation New Zealand. And the best part is that you get 10% off the pink stuff that I have in the website, plus I will donate 10% of the order to the Breast Cancer Foundation New Zealand. And with your help, hopefully we'll raise some money for this good cause. And another exciting thing that I've meant to tell you in the recording but forgot, I have created a new product which is a festive delight, a Christmas bag bundle, which is on the website right now. So what you get is a mystery Christmas themed project bag along with some Christmas yarn and of course lots of Christmas treaties. And there's a lot sold out, so there's just a few left, so hurry if you want something like that. And the idea is that you put it under your Christmas tree or gift it to your yarny bestie and or do exchange. And yeah, this is just some Christmas yarn in Christmas colors with a project bag that was sewn by my friend Yevgenia in Christchurch. She's such a talented sewist and she's really a perfectionist, so it's really nicely done. And the yarn I'm gonna dye in all the kinds of fun colors on the New Zealand sock base. Hope you like this one, and back to me in the recording. With you. Oh, another thing I wanted to share with you is that as I remember, I told you one of my Mermaid's Treasure Clubs was traveling as far as New Caledonia, and I was so excited about it. But what happened was that I don't know whether to thank New Zealand Post or not, but the thing is, I posted it in August, the first club that orally subscribed to, and then I posted August, September. Yeah, I posted the next one, but they haven't arrived they haven't arrived. And I kept checking up with her because the status of the tracking was sent to the destination country and that's it. And then nothing, no updates forever. And I was very worried that they're going to be lost because the shipping is not cheap when you go abroad. And I didn't want it to be lost because I always say return at sender's expense because I want my babies back if they don't reach the destination. Anyways, and I got so upset. And then Orly and I started talking and we had like a conversation online and she was very kind to have waited for a long time. And then when I contacted New Zealand Post and asked them what's going on, they said they had to ship it by water, which would take forever. And basically we had no idea if it's ever going to reach her or not. So I offered her a refund, which she accepted. And then finally at the beginning of this month, August, September, October, the first parcel arrived. And I'm like, what, 3 months? Seriously? Anyway, the good news is that Orly, the lovely lady who is from New Caledonia, she's traveling to New Zealand in November, and she's asked me if I would like to meet up for a coffee, and said yes, I would love to meet you. So thanks to all these postage troubles, I found a friend. So I'm very excited to meet her when she comes here, and if she doesn't receive that club that was sent to her, I have an extra one that I want to give her. So yay, exciting. So yeah, I wanted to show you how amazingly grateful. I'm just so grateful to everyone who is supporting my little business. My husband as well, he's very proud of the website that he has created and all the little features that he set up. He loves to see them being used and people commenting and all of this, and it's just, I feel very blessed, very proud of him, very grateful that he has done such an amazing work with the website. And of course, thank you all for your orders, for comments, for all the love that I've felt from you for all this time. That's it. That's all that I had to share with you today. Please reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Do svidaniya and matiwa.